on behalf of the team at BioWare, let's see what this game looks like running on an Xbox One X.
Anthem, really at the highest level, is about the fantasy of being an armored hero in an amazing, mysterious world.
Again, a piece of dance here. What am I looking for? A marker of some type, something other architects can recognize.
When a player picks up Anthem, I want them to feel like they're a hero. I want them to feel like there's something larger than life, that with these javelins, they can kind of overcome the danger of the world. And I want them to be able to do it easily. I don't want to put a lot of friction in place where they have to, find different people to play with and have different groups and timelines for them to play. I want them to be able to get into the game easily.
Instead, I match with 3 random people and we can't talk to each other because there's no chat window on PC, there's no ping system so we can't coordinate our attacks or combos. It feels like I'm playing with 3 randomly selected AI bots.
Now, as much as I enjoy playing with Fart Prince and Fart Simpson 94, I also noticed that it's possible to join missions that are already partway completed when you play co-op.
I think one of the biggest things is that many players, do want a sense of story and characters and narrative. So building a game that still focuses on a really tight narrative, characters that you can love, that you can learn about, story, lore, backstory, all that stuff, it's one of the things that we're trying to hit with the most energy on the project.
No problem. I hope you come back soon.
Tight narrative. So while you're out in the open world with other player characters, like other people playing the game, you're not interacting as much. But when you're back at Fort Tarsis, that's a place where you're able to interact more deeply with characters and have that experience that's really core to what I think makes BioWare BioWare.
Freelancer, hello.
Sentinel, good to see you again.
Is it?
Isn't it?
I don't associate much with freelancers.
Okay.
Or anyone not a Sentinel, really.
Well, I hope you don't regret getting to know one of us.
Yes, me too.
This is technology that is millennia beyond what humans understand.
You knew that when you hired me.
You hired these people? That's how they got your journal?
What if you had a world in the spirit of like a fantasy setting that was created by gods, but the gods vanished before they even finished.
The issues start with the world. There is one map in Anthem. One. And it all looks the same. Every single mission, every single one, is set in either outdoor ruins or indoor ruins or a cave. I look back over all the footage and I can't even remember which mission is which because all the footage looks exactly the same to me.
You start to see things like entire buildings and structures with signs and habitation with nothing actually in them living. Lights are on, torches lit, and yet not a single person is walking around. It's like an entire town went on vacation and forgot to turn the fucking lights off. It's a barren wasteland covered over the top with some fancy broken stuff.
Part of this is the unique factions and groups which have kind of formed up over the time that humans have been here in this world.
It's against the same enemies. I have committed genocide on the scorpion race, the Skrulls, and the fucking wyverns. I have wiped out thousands of the fuckers because that's all you'll get, the same kind of enemies. And to make it even worse, you'll get the same kind of quests. The quests in Anthem revolve around guard this while we send 5 or 6 different waves at you, and then after a certain amount of time we'll say, okay, yeah, you've done it, that's the mission over.
Anthem is about giving you the experience of adventuring with your friends as armored heroes in a dangerous and mysterious science fantasy world.
But then the really deep, long-term, meaty part of progression is the Javelin itself. Each of those gives you tons of opportunity to get better gear, better weapons, and really customize and personalize what it looks like and the way that it plays to really suit your play style.
Problem is, the classes are boring. You only get a couple of different abilities. For example, mine, the Storm class, I've only got 2 fucking abilities, which I'm spamming over and over again.
And somebody please tell me why there are only fucking 2 fucking things, 2 arms and torsos and heads and arms and legs. You thought you'd be customizing yourself to look fucking cool. There's only like fucking 2 in the game that you can fucking earn through in-game things. The rest you have to buy, like this legendary fucking torso bullshit. What the fuck? I am shocked that this is all they came up with. In 6 years, this is what they have available to you.
Anthem is designed as a game that you play for a really long time.
There's this article that website Forbes recently released titled "Anthem's winning player base is starting to create matchmaking problems." When a live service can no longer find enough players to support its activities, you know there's something off going on here. You know the game's in trouble.
It's no secret that Anthem had a troubled launch, but now, 2 months later, BioWare is still having to fix basic issues with the game.
Yesterday, Anthem's development team posted an update on the game's subreddit, giving players an update to current state of the game. Long story short, it's not great. You know, there's a long way to go before Anthem becomes the game we all want it to be, which is to say, fun.
Anthem is super important to us as a studio. We've been working on this for many years, so we're very excited to get it out into the hands of fans and players. We're just being a little bit more focused now in making sure that we have an amazing launch of our next title and that we really focus on doing a great job with that and coming through for players. And then once that is launched and out there, making sure that we are built so that we can service that title and keep up with it over many years, even as we build the next thing and the next thing.
So it will be sort of this ongoing universe now. You'll obviously buy the game, but then it'll be sort of a continuing game as a service.
Yeah, and that really is kind of one of the most exciting things for us is you come back next week because you find out that a character returned or a new storyline has come up and you want to see what's going on in the world in addition to just having fun and playing through missions and things like that.
Tell us, how are you ramping up from a narrative perspective to be able to deliver that?
So, I mean, we've learned a lot from, and we've been thinking for a long time about kind of you know, we used to do games where we wanted to have a way to sort of have an interaction with fans about they love this character or they want more of a part of the world, then we can actually get that to them day to day, week to week, and over a course of years.
The fact that Anthem's entire roadmap got delayed, which is not ideal given the...
Brushing past the fact that weekly Alliance coin is probably the most worthless waste of space imaginable, and yet there it is.
We thought we would make a lot more money, but we're not. They might look at this and go, you know what, guys, it's time to fucking put a stop and stuff. We're not going to deliver this shit because no one gives a shit.
Because its developers have fallen behind their own content schedule, and what's left of Anthem's fan base is getting bored and mad. All the teenage benefits. Basically, it's looking more like slow death than signs of life at this point.
You are the chosen few, protectors of our world. This is your time.
Fire!
Out there, you will fight the unimaginable. Feel the power of your javelin, its precision. Rely on each other. Unleash your power. Never give up.
Ready, Javelin 1?
Let's go! You are freelancers.
They said they could handle it, and the price was right. I thought maybe.
Are you serious? That was a disaster.
You're right. It was stupid.